went up to shoot, the entire place erupted. The officials had to call it. They finally did blow the whistle. So, 1.4 seconds. Kansas City just has to inbound. Irvin's set to throw the ball in. Of course, full pressure from John Battle. Here we go. She gets the ball to Thompson. And there's the game. Final score. Kansas City Blue Devils 42. John Battle Trojans 41.
All right. Well, we'll take a break, come back, let you all get your breaths and get the stats together. Again, we'll have our players of the night, of course, the play of the night, as well as the stat of the night in the Blue Devil of the Night awards coming up. As Gate City will advance, barely, they will take on Ridgeview coming up on Thursday night. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
This is Campbell Carter, and you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
The wait is over.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
If you or a loved one is being discharged from the hospital and in need of rehabilitation, then look no further than Nova Health and Rehab, a 4-star facility in Weber City, Virginia. They offer a wide variety of services, including skilled nursing, physical, occupational, speech therapies, and outpatient services as well. Tell your doctor or case manager at the hospital that you want to go to Nova Health and Rehab Center, where you will find a home-like environment during your stay. Please call 276-477-5640. Again, that's 276-477-5640. Nova Health and Rehab is a Sabre Healthcare Group facility. Does the volatility of the stock market have you nervous about investing? Do the news reports about a trade war or recession give you some pause about doing anything other than investing in CDs? If so, I invite you to call the experienced financial planners at James River Advisors about their fixed income investments that give solid returns with minimal volatility. Your local office in Gate City is managed by Edwin Cox, and he is ready to answer your questions and believes in establishing long-lasting relationships with his clients based on trust. He is ready to help you with financial planning, investments, and much, much more. So give him a call today at 276-690-8014. Again, that's 276-690-8014. He's located at 122 East Jackson Street, next to Dollar General in Gate City.
When it comes to health, it's personal. You were created from scratch, so why not your medicine? Premier Pharmacy on Jack White Drive in Kingsport, where our solutions aren't cookie cutter. Each treatment is as unique as you are. With 25 years of creating personalized medicine, Premier Pharmacy puts you first. At Premier Pharmacy, you're a name, not a refill. Premier Pharmacy, Jack White Drive, Kingsport. Find them on Facebook or stop by for a free consultation.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
All right, so we're back here on the James River Advisors postgame show. Gate City takes care of business. It was close throughout. Biggest lead, I believe, for the Lady Devils was 5 at one point. They finish up with a 42-41 victory, and they do advance on to the semifinals on Thursday. Ridgeview and Gate City will play at 7 p.m. That ball game starting again at Abingdon High School. Then Abingdon in the nightcap will take on Union. That ball game scheduled to begin at 8:30. Then on Saturday, depending on what happens with the Thursday night results, the consolation game, if Gate City was to lose to Ridgeview, they would play at 5:30 on Saturday. If they were to win, they would be in the championship game, and that would be at 7 o'clock on Saturday. So, Chris, big ball game we had there. Take us through Statland, if you would, please.
I will certainly do that, but I'm going to defer first to Coach Williams. Coach, run us through the points.
All right, so Gate City tonight was led by Sarah Thompson with 17, Lexi Irvin with 8, Sam Jarrell with 5, Kaylee Dunn with 4, Kendall Quillen with 5, Braylon Steele with 2, and Riley Housewright with 1. Gate City finished the night 20 of 32 from the free throw line after going 5 of 14 in the first half. For John Battle, leading the way was Bethany Smith with 21, Anna McKee with 9, Hannah Jo McReynolds 6, and Maggie Dill with 5.
So when we look on the defensive side of things, this is very unofficial because I was trying to do the play-by-play and keep the defensive stats at the same time. So I tried, is all I can say. I've got Kaylee Dunn with 6 rebounds and a steal, Kendall Quillen with a steal, Lexi Irvin with 1 of each, Sam Gerald 2 rebounds and a steal, Braylon Steele 3 rebounds and 2 steals, Sarah Thompson with 7 rebounds, 5 steals, Macy Mullins with a rebound, and Riley Housewright with 8 of them. One thing I don't feel good about going into this, Joe, 31 rebounds for John Battle compared to 28 for Gate City.
Wow.
And I had 6 total steals. I'm sorry, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 steals for Gate City compared to 7 for John Battle.
And that's usually the calling card of Gate City. Just like in their when they beat Wise Central, for example, they forced over 20 steals in that ball game. When they did have their wins with Dobbins Bennett and with the Lady Trailblazers, they really had a lot of steals. If they don't turn the teams over, they don't have the ability, I think, to dominate the boards. So it doesn't bode well again against a good Ridgeview rebounding team they're going to face on Thursday night.
Well, all season long, I've bragged on these girls. I have absolutely loved watching them play. I think they're phenomenal. Tonight, they just did not play well.
Yeah.
But that says a lot about the team's ability when you do play really bad and you still manage to come out with a win.
Well, right now,
so they played well enough. I mean, that's about all you can say.
Well, in John Battle, the only way their season stayed alive was with a win tonight. They're finished now for good, and that's with Gate City. Gate City had a little bit of a cushion because of the Union win and Ridgeview win. They was going to be locked in one of the top 4 teams. They'll come out of the district. A loss tonight by Gate City would have dropped them automatically to the 4th seed, and they would have had to take on Lebanon or Virginia High coming out of the Southwest District. So it would have been a really tough road to hoe for them moving forward. So, all right, so let's talk a little bit about the awards and stuff for the night. Let's talk about the stat of the night. Again, that brought to you by the law office of Jesse Walker McMurray. Again, his law office, such an integral part of Gate City. He supports the athletic program, really a big active participant in the Big Blue Boosters. And again, everything he does for our community from a law standpoint, a lot of real estate, a lot of trust that he develops for everyone. So Chris, what is the law office of Jesse Walker McMurray stat of the night?
Well, I'm going to actually go with Coach Williams' suggestion. My stat was going to be that Gate City was 7 of 8 on free throws in the third quarter, but he showed me something that's actually a lot more impressive. He just happened to notice that Gate City was 20 of 32 on their free throws for the game. John Battle was 2 of 3.
Wow.
So a really clean defensive game by JC. Battle just wasn't at the free throw line. They never had the opportunity to get good points with no time going off the clock.
And you think if Gate City had not forced the issues and been fouled that much, we'd be talking about Gate City, getting ready for the region instead of on to the district. So, all right. Well, that's going to be the stat of the night, again, brought to you by the law office of Jesse Walker McMurray. Let's talk about the Colonial Funeral Home play of the night. Again, Colonial Funeral Home, such a stalwart. And there in Weber City, they do so much. They're always there in their time of need. They serve the community, and they serve Gate City High School in so many different ways. And again, they are a big sponsor of our program. We do appreciate them. So, the Colonial Funeral Home play of the night goes to who?
I'm going to let you choose.
Uh-oh.
I had 2 written down. 1 minute to go in the first, Thompson stole the ball, went coast to coast, hit the wide open layup. She just outrun everyone down the court. The other one, honestly, things were going so hot and heavy that I didn't get a chance to write down the time. Because in the third quarter, I believe, Dunn drove under the basket, came up on the other side with an underhanded left-handed layup. That was awfully pretty. Your choice. Can't lose with either one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dunn's play because it really sort of caught you all off guard. I mean, the way you sounded was really a spectacular play. I mean, Sarah, pretty much everything she does is spectacular, but we'll have to go with Dunn on this one, and so we'll name that one as the play of the night, again brought to you by Colonial Funeral Home. So that brings us to the Delegate Terry Kilgore Player of the Game. Again, Delegate Kilgore serving Southwest Virginia for over 2 decades in Richmond. Again, he's there now working for us, trying to make Southwest Virginia a better place to live. Of course, Delegate Kilgore also a Gate City alumni, and of course he's been a big sponsor of us as well. So, who is the Delegate Terry Kilgore Player of the Game?
Tonight's player of the game, none other than Sarah Thompson. Wound up with 17 points in the game, leading scorer for Gate City, plus 7 rebounds, along with 5 steals unofficially. She was all over the court tonight.
So Sarah Thompson will be the Delegate Terry Kilgore Player of the Game. And finally, that brings us to the Elliott Smith Blue Devil of the Game Award. Elliott Smith, over 4 decades, really was an integral part of Gate City. He's helped so many different ways. Every program he was there helping to raise money, coaching, volunteering, whatever needed to be done. Again, Elliott Smith, such a fixture in Gate City, and of course we lost him just earlier this year. But we want to, of course, in conjunction with the Big Blue Boosters, honor him and honor one player that's not necessarily the biggest in terms of the stats, or maybe the one that you would go with, the big things like that. Somebody that embodies what being a Blue Devil is all about. So, Chris, who is the Elliott Smith Blue Devil of the Game?
I call this the intangible award because it's that you just can't put your finger on.
Yeah.
Tonight's recipient, Braylon Steele. She wound up 3 rebounds, 2 steals. She had 2 points, but she was on defense constantly in people's faces. She really should have had about 5 more rebounds. She had players landing on top of her under the goal with non-calls that was knocking the ball loose. But on defense, she was all over it tonight.
So again, that's going to be Braylon Steele is the Elliott Smith Blue Devil of the Game Award recipient. So again, Gate City moves on Thursday night. They'll be taking on Ridgeview at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air about 6:45. Again, that ball game being played at Abington. But in the meantime, we've got boys semifinal action coming to you live from Gate City Middle School Gymnasium tomorrow night. Wise Central and Union. They'll be taken to the court at 6 o'clock. Gate City will take on Abington in the nightcap. That ball game at 7:30. We'll try to be on the air 10-15 minutes before. Don't know, of course, the way those games run. They always say it starts at 7:30. Doesn't necessarily, but we'll see. So Gate City again, the number 1 seed. All 4 top seeds for the boys have advanced, and they will move on. Again, they're here to play on tomorrow night. Is that the Blowers?
I'm sorry, Joe.
You got the Blowers going on?
Yeah, I was about to say, they fired up the Blowers, so it's kind of hard to hear you right now.
All right, well, we'll let you all sign off your thoughts for the game, and as we get ready for the boys and for the girls coming up.
Sometimes you got to win ugly, but a win is a win. Gate City lives to fight another day. That's all you can ask for when you hit the tournaments.
And from your cohort there, Mr. Steven, what's your thoughts?
I thought that Gate City did what they needed to do to come out with the W. They turned on their defense there in the 4th quarter. Really played a great game defensively the whole game, but they got the steals and they got the big rebounds when they needed it the most. And got those big baskets there at the end of the game as well. Free throws was a big part of the game, and like Chris said, at this point of the year, a win's a win. You live to fight another day.
All right, well, guys, certainly appreciate you. Thank you for filling in for me tonight, too, Mr. Steven, and thank you, Chris, for doing everything. Of course, I'm still on the shelf. Be on the shelf again tomorrow night.